Hello, welcome to Centennial Hall, room 3305. This is a quick demonstration on how the audio-video technology works in this room. Up here at our teacher station, we have our touch panel. On our touch panel right now is the startup page. There's a button on the touch panel that says press here to begin. When I press the button, it gives me the option of whether or not I want to use the projector. I'll click yes. That turns the projector on in the middle of the room and it brings the screen down out of the ceiling for us. Now that whole process takes just over a minute, and while it's going on, we're going to get a screen on our touch panel that says to please wait. When that screen changes to our main screen, we'll know everything's ready to go. So while we're waiting, we'll go ahead and talk about the lights. There are 5 lighting presets, lights all on, 2 lecture presets, one with the whiteboard lights and one without it. There's a theater setting, which will dim all the lights, and a button that will turn all the lights off. Now those controls can be reached from other places in the room as well. We have a controller on the wall that will actually mirror those 5 presets. There's 5 buttons for the same 5 presets. We also have a master on and off switch at each door in the room to turn the lights on and off when you come in. We also have a wireless microphone equipped in this room. On the top of the wireless microphone, there's an on and off switch. When I switch that on, the wireless microphone is going to come to life. And then it's going to reinforce my voice in the room over the speakers. And if I need to adjust that up or down based on where I'm wearing the microphone or how loud my voice is, I can come to our touch panel. And now we're booted up and you can see the main screen here. And in the bottom right-hand portion is a button labeled Audio Control. When I hit this, I get a few options, and in the left-hand side is our wireless microphone option. I can turn it up or down, I can mute it, and when I get it set to the level I want, I go back and then I can resume normal operation. Now when I'm all done with the wireless microphone, I want to make sure and flip it off, because even if the wireless microphone is not being used, if it's powered on, that battery will completely drain. So make sure you turn that off when you're done. All right, on our main screen here on the touch panel, we have what I call our source select row, and that's the top row of icons here, and whatever you select is what is the source that will be shown on the screen in front of the room. Right now, you can see PC is the source that is selected. So on the screen in the front of the room is the PC. Now a quick note on the PC is that you'll have to log into the PC when you come into the room. The username will be the first part of your UWL email address, and the password is going to be your UWL net ID. So you're going to want to log on individually when you come to the room, and you'll want to log off before you leave as well. The next sources on our source select row are our 2 laptop sources. We have our laptop, which would be our VGA connection, and our digital laptop, or our HDMI laptop. And all the cables are located right here in this cable cubby in the teacher station. There's also a power supply down in there, so you don't have to rely on your battery. You can plug right into the desk there. For demonstration purposes, I'll go ahead and pull the VGA cable out, and I'm going to plug that into my laptop. Then I'll take the audio cable, and I'm going to plug that into the headphone jack in my laptop. And then I should be ready to go. I can come over to the touch panel, hit the button labeled laptop, and then my laptop should show up on the screen for us. Now my laptop popped up on the screen right away, which is wonderful. It's just what we want to happen. If your laptop doesn't pop up right away, the most likely situation is that you haven't told your laptop to be in the correct mode to recognize an external projector. The way you would change that is either to go into your control panel, or the shortcut on a Windows keyboard is to hold the function key down and hit F8. It'll either bring up a nice little menu or it'll scroll through some modes automatically. You'll want to choose the duplicate mode so that whatever you're showing on your laptop is going to show up on the big screen as well. The next button we have is our Blu-ray button. When I touch the Blu-ray button there, I get the controls for our Blu-ray DVD player. On the left-hand side are our play and our stop buttons. On the right-hand side are the navigation controls and the menus. The full screen video button will pop up a new screen there that'll allow me to preview what I'm playing in the DVD player. I can hit the back button to get back to where I was. And the Blu-ray is located right underneath the teacher station here on the right-hand side. You can use the front panel controls as well. And you can play your regular DVDs or your regular CDs in the Blu-ray player. It doesn't have to be a Blu-ray disc in order to play. This is a good time to mention our volume control. Our volume control is right here on the front of the touch panel. Turn to the left and to the right to adjust the level of the volume. A note on the volume is that you have to have the source selected in order to hear what you're playing over the speakers. Right now we would hear the Blu-ray player over the speakers in the room, and only the Blu-ray player. If I wanted to switch it to the PC, I would have to hit PC on my source select row, and then I'd be able to hear the PC and adjust the volume. The one exception to that is our wireless microphone, which is always heard over the speakers, no matter which source you have selected. The next thing we'll talk about is our document camera. It's on the right-hand side of the teacher station. Power button is in the back portion of the document camera. When I press it, that light will blink green. When it becomes a solid green, we'll know that it's ready to go. Our advanced features are up here by the camera. I zoom in and zoom out using the zoom wheel. I have auto and manual focus and a couple of other options that I can access right in front there. When the document camera is ready, I go to the touch panel, I hit document camera, and then it takes just a few seconds, like it does for most of our sources, for everything to sync up, right? But once it does, then whatever I'm doing on the document camera will show on the screen in front of the room. The last button we'll talk about on the source select row is our auxiliary button. When I hit the auxiliary button, I get a little sub-menu there allowing me to choose between S-video and composite video. And those connections are right down in this cable cubby again. They do share an audio source, so you plug your audio into here no matter what you're using. The S-video and the composite video are located there. And this would be if you had a video camera or an iPod or something like that that you wanted to hook up and either hear or see or both in the classroom. You would hook it up to our auxiliary inputs and choose the correct one, and then you would be able to do that. On the left-hand side of our touch panel, we have a few other options. We have a projector power button, which will completely power down the projector, even though we're still booted up on our touch panel here. The next button you'd probably use a little bit more often, and that would be the video mute button. And that's going to mute the video source or send a black screen to the front of the classroom. And you can use that in conjunction with our screen up and our screen down button. The way you would do that is to hit the video mute button, and that would mute the video to the front of the classroom. Then hit the screen up or screen down button. So the screen goes up and the video is muted. That way you can use the whiteboard without ever having anything in your way. And when you're all done, you put the screen back down, hit the video mute button again, and you'd be back into the normal mode. There's a mute the microphones button there, and there's also a help button. When I press the help button, the names and phone numbers of a couple members of the Academic Technology Services staff pop up, and those are important numbers, as those are what you will call if you have any problems or if you ever have any questions about the technology in the classrooms. I'm going to hit OK to exit out of there. Now I'm back at my main screen, and in the bottom right-hand corner is the System Off button. I'll press System Off, and it'll ask if I'm sure I want to power down. When I hit that power down button, the projector will power off, which is important, so we save the life of the projector bulb, and the screen's going to go up. And now that we're all finished, I'm just going to mention once again that if you ever have any questions or concerns, please contact Academic Technology Services, and we'd be happy to help. Thank you.